Excited, raring to go, looks like.
Get it done. Let's hope it's a quick moving game.
Yeah, then you get to softball and they're playing like 30, 40 games. It's like
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, they've got 3 series in a week, and yeah, it's something.
We got the purple shirts.
Oh, yeah, for the officials. Our tonight's referees, brought to you by Geico.
Bob's Optometry.
I will say the sight lines from up here are much better than Dowling.
Oh, God, yeah. And that in booth?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know where they put us. That's what I have against them.
I said, Randy, how am I supposed to see?
If Tom Wilson is listening right now, I apologize.
I said, Randy, how am I supposed to see that right corner? Well, we could get part of it on the monitor. I said, okay, thanks, Randy. So I'm trying to.
Yeah. You got to stick your head out the window to see it. And the lighting, once dusk sets, it's just.
Yeah, it's.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat and Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat and Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with Unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Hello and welcome in on CISN from Valley Stadium in West Des Moines, Iowa. John Schaefer with you tonight. Dar Danielson alongside me, and a toasty Tuesday evening. I had to double check. It felt like a Monday today, Dar, coming out of the holiday weekend, but a toasty Tuesday here, getting ready for some fiery action between the number 2 in Class 3A Valley Tigers. They're hosting the 2A's third-ranked team in Dallas Center. Grimes, the Mustangs, come in with just one loss on the season. Dar, looking forward to a good one tonight.
Yeah, this is a good. Sometimes you get those late season games where you aren't challenged, but this should be good for both teams. A good late season challenge game to keep you sharp as you look toward the postseason.
Of course, postseason right around the corner for both of these teams. DCG in Region 3 for Class 2A. They get the winner of Perry and Carroll on June 2nd. Valley, meanwhile, Region 2. They'll get the winner of Des Moines Lincoln and Des Moines East. That game also on June 2nd. It's a quick sprint where teams hope to finish atop the podium up in Ames, Iowa. Once again, state moved to Ames last year, Dar. I thought it was a great experience put on by the Union.
We could do with a little less rain
Yes.
there, but it was, they did a good job, and I have a soft spot in my heart for Ames, having lived up there for 6 years, and you spent a lot of time there.
Yeah.
So, but, that tournament went really well up there, I thought.
And two teams that fully expect to be there as well. We walked in together and we said, hey, should be a fun one. Sometimes you get these class divisional or crossovers, and like you said, you get some competitive games like this, and it's nice to see top-end rankings willing to play each other across classes.
Yeah, and that between classes, especially in soccer, the divide I don't think is as big as like in basketball going from 5A down to 3A or something. It's a lot closer just because they have to divide it up because of the numbers that way.
Absolutely. Well, once again, getting ready for kickoff here from Valley Stadium here on CISN. When we come back, we'll get you starting lineups between these two squads.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Thank you for tuning into today's broadcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our live events. You can also follow us on X, Facebook, and Instagram in the description below for more coverage of Central Iowa high school sports and the Des Moines Menace. Now, back to the game.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
We're back here at Valley Stadium, once again getting ready for the Tigers and the Mustangs to square off. And once again, DCG enters 11-1-2, Tigers 12-2-1. We're getting some starting lineups going over on the video board. A little tough to come through on the audio, so I'll just run through Valley's really quick. Regan Gardner starting at goalkeeper. Don't have stats on her this season, but I think she's been a bit of a staple for them in net this season. Morgan Nichols, Sophia Costello, Evelyn Rubino, Olivia Rotich, Jada Tate, Evelyn Espeland, Mia Kate Morrow, Aaliyah Johnston, and Lauren Gracier. All starters there, as well as Frances Huckabee. And then on the other side, we will have the DCG Mustangs, who I think they're about to announce. Let's see if we can. Well, Dar, we got a little technical difficulty with the board.
Yeah, it froze up on us.
All righty, we'll turn it over to PA now for the Down Center Grimes starting lineup.
First, number 2, senior Camden Byers. Number 3, sophomore Paisley Hydroton. Number 4, junior Addie Lane. Number 5, junior Anna Mickelson. Number 7, senior Kenna Knief. Number 10, freshman Tenley Hikerkin. Number 11, junior Leah Polkert. Number 12, senior Ava Mickelson. Number 16, junior Olivia Evers. Number 18, senior Riley Renz. And in goal for the Mustangs, number 0, junior Emerson Torski. Mustangs are led by head coach Dan James with the assistance of Jeff Kane, Mark Bennett, Jalen Raymond. Tiger fans, make some noise. Here's the starting lineup for your West Des Moines Valley Tigers. First, junior number 3, Morgan Nichols. Senior number 5, Evelyn Rubino. Sophomore number 7, Sabrina Rogers. Junior number 8, Olivia Rotich. Sophomore number 13, Evelyn Asplund. Sophomore number 14, Mia Kate Morrow. Junior number 15, Aaliyah Johnston. Junior number 16, Lauren Gaisher. Freshman number 17, Bryn Kenworthy. Sophomore number 22, Frances Huckabee. And in goal for the Tigers, sophomore number 0, Reagan Gardner. The Tigers are led by head coach Rob Chapman with the assistance of Sam Weeks, Mackenzie Ayers, Lou Suarez, Adam Knighty, and volunteer team specialist coaches Andrea Swanson and Micah Roberts.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
Welcome back here to Valley Stadium. You can see on the bottom of your screen there both teams meeting here at midfield before the start of this one. And Dar, I'd imagine the message from both teams is obviously we want you out here to compete, but let's be smart, especially ahead of a state tournament run that both these teams are hoping to make.
Yeah, because they were talking there, and I didn't.
Looked
everybody
cordial.
They were just talking, and haven't ever seen that before, but
again, I think the message is we're not going to see each other at state, so let's not abuse each other out here. Let's have a good time tonight and put on a good show, but let's also keep in mind with the end goal for both of these teams.
Yeah, and
so it'll be an interesting night of soccer, but certainly DCG and Valley, two teams that expect to be maybe hoisting some hardware here at the end of the season. Again, just sharing a nice, easy message there, and looking forward to a good one out there on the pitch tonight.
Yeah, DCG has scored 38 goals on the season, Valley 36. The only difference is DCG doesn't have a double-digit scorer, and Valley has Rotich, who's got 13 on the season. So, but they're pretty well spread out for DCG. And then you have Huckabee, who's got 6 behind Rotich. So we know who they will look for here.
Morrow will work it outside here to start things off. Find Sabrina Rogers. She plays it down the line, and a little bit of a two-person game back down the line for Francis Huckabee. Can't quite corral it. Nice step in there on the back line by Leah Folkerts. DCG now on the counter. Here comes Kenna Knief. Knief gets tracked down, and that's a harmless little dribbler into the box, handled with ease by Regan Gardner.
Yeah, the back line got back pretty good on that, but just a little pressure on early from Knief.
Bryn Kenworthy couldn't play it off the hop. DCG going to keep possession here. They want to keep it on their back line, and a little bit of pressure there from Huckabee is going to force a turnover. But DCG gets the ball right back, and they'll go right back on the attack. This is Nichols looking just keep possession here. DCG going to try and own that TOP. This is now Olivia Evers. Turned over once again. Played it back to the middle of the field, and now with some space to operate, Rogers. Sorry, that's Kenworthy with the fancy footwork. Again, Valley in black jerseys, orange numbering. And then DCG white jerseys, red numbering on the back of their jerseys. Far side of the field. Tigers looking to attack through ball, looking for Mia Kate Morrow, but headed off nicely, and DCG will, again, just clear things away from danger.
Yeah, that was Riley Renz who stepped in there. Not a bad pass, just off a little bit, and Renz knocked it down, but
Lane Pate plays it back now across. They'll keep working it over to this near side. Then the ball down the line a little too strong. And that will be a throw-in for Valley.
And early they're doing some good things where you get the ball and you one touch and under pressure you get rid of it right away. But that pressure's still on by Valley. But you got to move it quick.
Heidgerken plays it back, turned over. Here come the Tigers on the attack. It's Mia Kate Morrow. Little two-person game here. Olivia Rotich. Rotich into the box. Has some space. Cross in. Batted down. Cleared away. DCG does a good job recovering there as Rotich is a threat when she gets inside that 18.
Yeah, and that went right up the defender's leg.
Heidgerken
was able to stop it.
Earns a foul there. DCG going to play quick, try and catch Valley on their heels. That's just a bit of a strong boot.
Yeah, a little too much. But good idea before that defense could get back and get set. Try to dump it over the top.
Gardner punts it. It's pushed back to midfield by Evers. Back out to Evers here on the near side. She's going to try and play one over the top. Again, just trying to get a feel, see what, maybe probe a little bit, see what space opens up. Some of those gaps on the back line. I think she was looking for a little bit more of a run from her striker out there.
Yeah, Addie Lane was out on the right side. I think, she was hoping for her to run on.
Ball moving along the far side, lane again. Plays it back to the middle. Played it now to the far side. Evers chips it back across, and again, just too far out of the reach. That's Heidgerkin up front. Again, curious to see what the pace is like tonight. Obviously, so close to regional play getting started. It is next week, after all, that both these teams will start their regional jaunt to try and get back to Lyde Recreation Fields up in Ames, Iowa, on Iowa State University's campus. Nice little touch outside. Valley now with possession, far side of the field. Playing it to the middle and then forward. Ahead they go. It's Morrow. Morrow turns it over, though. And now here comes DCG with a counter opportunity. Kenna Knief stripped. Nice defensive play there by the Tigers. And then off the foot is Huckabee. Huckabee's got a little bit of room to work. She's going to send it all the way across far side of the field into space. They've got a good look at it. Morrow with it at the top of the box. Just could never get the space to pull the trigger. Lovely defense by DCG.
Yeah, that was Riley Renz. Again, good closing on that. And that cross hung up just a little bit. If that drops down quicker, she's got a wide open touch and fire.
They'll play it back in. And nothing really doing there for Morrow. And it'll be a goal kick.
Yep. So we're seeing DCG dump it and try to run, while Valley been trying to be a little more precise and move it through the defense here.
Yeah, a little bit more structure. Definitely two contrasting styles in some ways. I think, when you're on this artificial turf, the through ball with speed is really, it can be a killer, quick hitter.
Yeah, and when you're the visitor against a top-rated team, you want to score first if you can.
Rotich keeps their foot on it just before the end line. Now dribbles through, and that's another nice job on the defense by Leah Folkerts, but that will be a corner, our first corner kick of the evening for the Tigers.
Yeah, great ball handling there by Rotich to throw it off the defender and get that corner. And looks like Evelyn Rubino will take it.
Rubino sends it in. Far side, Rotich got a head on it, just didn't go anywhere. It'll back out to Rubino. Rubino sends another one in. Rotich far side. This time
Beautiful.
The header is there.
Oh.
Up and over and in for the first strike of the night.
What a header right to her.
Olivia Rotich on the header.
Goal number 14.
You mentioned her in the pregame show. Dar is one to keep an eye on this season, and sure enough, she finds the back of the net with the beautiful header, and what a great delivery as well by number 5, Evelyn Rubino, the senior.
Yeah, took the corner, came back, got it, delivered it right in the perfect spot.
And not much any keeper can do about that one, as Emerson Torski made the effort at it, just could not get it within reach, and Tigers take an early lead, 1-0. DCG, though, goes right back to work and trying to get the offense a little bit of life here. Far side. That'll be a corner as well. Well earned on the far side of the field. That time by Paisley Heidgerkin.
Well, let's see what kind of play they run here to try to even it up.
So many opportunities for these little set plays in soccer, and seeing their little different structures, it looks like DCG is going to just keep one in front of the keeper and then maybe do a little bit of a rush off the kick.
And Mickelson taking the corner. She's got to look into the sun a little bit.
Mickelson steps, delivers, drives it, and that's cleared away. A strong header. I think that was Rotich on that one too. And it'll just be a throw-in now as we're waiting for a ball as that one bounds to the March Masters trailer on the far side.
Well, she had it right in the middle there, just didn't find the white shirt, but dropped it right in where she needed to be.
Here's Heidgerkin again, the sophomore, with the throw-in. Goes for the long one. Strong throw into the box. Finds an opportunity for a foot or two. Just a poor touch there. And now here come the Tigers once again looking to counter. It's Rotich near side. Plays it up ahead. A little too strong. Cleared back forward by Riley Renz. It's going to take some bound around midfield.
And
not sure what they called there. Maybe a high follow through.
Might have been or late attack on the kick. On the kick, that could be. Because it seemed like he was looking to the AR, and the AR might have seen a late, attack on the kicker, and you don't want that when she's got her leg in the air.
Rubino played it up there, but again, that back line for DCG has been quite solid to start this game. Now Valley trying to get something back toward the box, but again, turned over midfield. DCG Mustangs more than happy to handle that, and they'll play it again forward, but here comes Rubino once again. The assist on the first goal of the night. She'll send a cross. That's a bit off the mark, and that'll be a Mustangs throw-in. She had a great-looking run from Sabrina Rogers on the far side and just played a bit behind her.
She hit it like my drive, though. It went vroom, hooked right out of bounds.
It'll be a throw-in here. Ava Mickelson. And they're going to award a foul there. And DCG wanted to play quick off these free kicks.
That's been their mode here. Get it up, try to get it up the field quick before Valley gets the defense back there, although that back four is pretty stout for the Tigers.
Midfield headed away. Once again, that's Morrow. Settles on the far side. Kenworthy now looking for an outlet, just a little strong. And another throw-in for DCG. We'll get a substitution in here. Evelyn Asplin will check in for the Mustang. Or I'm sorry,
Ellie Starman.
Yep,
sophomore. Comes in for Camden Bear.
The throw-in. Finds a foot and then settled down, and here come the Tigers. Lovely work by Rogers. Rogers working that far line. Has numbers with her. Looking for an outlet ahead. It's shouldered away, then cleared away.
Oh, they filled the lanes perfectly, Valley did. She just couldn't get that ball chipped by the defender.
Yep, looking for a little bit of layering on that entry into that 18-yard box. And, again, DCG just snuffed it out. Back line's been stout. It was just off the set play that really things broke down for the Tigers' first goal of the night.
Yeah, perfectly executed. That was really hard to defend that one.
Rotich now near side. She'll play it ahead for Morrow. Morrow, nice move down the line, tries to gain into the box. It's a great recovery, though, from Leah Fulkerts, and Fulkerts will recover the ball herself. Plays it ahead for Evers. Evers now. Back on the foot of Morrow. Chopped down by Mickelson. But the ball seems to find its way back to Morrow once again. Another nice defensive play. We're going to get another corner, though, here, as that one just skipped off the goal line side of the flag.
And my advice is, after Rubino kicks that corner, keep an eye on her, because she came and got that ball and placed it perfectly.
She'll play it quick, sends it back into the box. Rotich tries to get ahead on it. It gets just past her. And now here comes Addie Lane, far side. Plays it up the line. Turned over once again. Tigers in striking distance. Plays it back. Rubino. Rubino out wide to Morrow. Morrow crosses into the box looking for a foot. It's batted down. Bounding around inside the box, and we're going to get an opportunity. We've got a flag up for a handball.
Yeah.
I think that it's going to go the other way.
Well, it came up on her arm, and it would have been okay, but she pushed it with her arm a little bit. It can come up and touch the arm if you're in your normal motion, but she turned her body and kind of directed the ball.
Willed it that direction, didn't she? Yeah. Ball up over the top. Heidgerkin there. Trying to track that down is Paisley Heidgerkin. Now some room for DCG. Through ball, no avail. Valley trying to counter. That's a lovely step in by Riley Renz from the back line for DCG. Now here's some structure. Olivia Evers plays it to that corner. This is Kenna Knief. Knief stopped in her tracks. Threat not averted yet. That's some great defending, though, out there by Evelyn Asplund. Shot on net, well outside the 18, and that's a scoop for Regan Gardner. Gardner will punt it away.
DCG trying to work it, get up a shot, but you got to move it and find those holes against this Valley defense.
Yeah, that back line, as you've alluded to, for Valley has been very stout. 4 substitutes here for the Tigers, 1 for DCG.
Costello, wire up is back in. I only caught 2 of the 4.
All good. And then on DCG's side, Jaden Chandry checks in as well, the sophomore.
Starting to see those shadows cover the field now.
A bit of a mistouch out now in midfield.
They got numbers, DCG now down there.
They'll play it out wide. Far side, looking back to the middle. Just nowhere to work. Valley swarming at all counts, and now here come the Tigers. It's a 1-on-4. The odds for Frances Huckabee may be against her, but she catches a break. If she can get the speed going, that's a dangerous tackle there, and they'll award the foul. She wasn't afraid of the 1-on-4 there.
No.
So DCG will reset and slow it down a little bit on this kick. Delivered long. Played back, though. And Valley will try and now counter. It's Rotich. In space, tries to chop it back inside. Fends off one defender. Nice little find there. This is ball played ahead by Wire Up. Going back DCG's way. Through ball has a little too much pace. Again, got to get maybe a little bit more air on it or time it a little bit more when you've got Paisley Heidrick maybe on the full sprint.
Yeah, you got to read those your teammates a little better because that's just booming it down there. It just makes it an easy catch for the keeper.
Tigers will play with a little space and possession time. Played down the line, a little strong, but it's going to stay in right on that line. Finally gets out of bounds, and it'll go back DCG's way. They'll play fast off the throw-in. DCG hasn't had many opportunities. They've had one shot on frame, but it was a pretty easy one to corral there. Meanwhile, Valley really only has the one shot to show, and it found the back of the net off the header of Rotich.
Yeah, they worked it quite a bit, had a few in front of the goal, but it was on the set piece and the rebound where they got the goal.
Short hop settles, corralled. Schukel going to find it at her feet, but that is cleared away.
That was a smart thing there. Clear it out and let everybody
live to fight another day.
Don't keep the scramble in front of the goal because that's going to help the offense.
Eventually it finds a foot. Yeah. Usually it's the wrong foot from the defender's perspective.
So just send it out, let them do the throw in. You get your defense resettled up there. That was Hannah Harvey, the sophomore, coming in.
Ella Clayton on the throw into Rotich. Rotich going to take it to the corner and show off her footwork. Tries to meg the defender. Does not work. Again, nicely handled by Olivia Evers there on the back line for DCG. Evers has been called upon a handful of times already tonight. That's going to be headed up and volleyed around a bit before it finds its way back out to midfield. Stepped in nicely. DCG now on the counter again. That touch just a little too strong from Jaden Chandry. Rotich Tries to turn. Does not. Olivia Evers again there to quell any chance at it.
Picks her pocket nicely on that one.
Stepped in too nicely on the other end as well. That was great defensive play there by Ella Clayton, the sophomore. And again, this one just kind of living between the two back lines. No one's really getting much through in the form of a threatening attack.
That just
keeps rolling.
Went out, yeah, for the throw way deep down there.
Well, if you're DCG, maybe a chance to hem in the Tigers here.
Yeah. Sabrina Rogers back in for Valley.
Throw in, booted, and that's a hop, skip, and a jump into Reagan Gardner's hands. And then she'll roll it out quickly to Clayton. Clayton plays it back. Now up ahead. Just a nice little triangle there. Utilizing it. Now going to look down the line. Needed to get a little air under it if that wanted to get to Sabrina Rogers. Instead, it bounds around once again. Rogers with it on the near line. Nice step in. Guess who? It's Evers again. Handful of substitutions on both sides. Camden Bear checks back in. And then Lauren Geisher checks in for the Tigers.
Coming up on the halfway point here.
20 minutes in, 40-minute halves. No stoppage time. They do stop the clock for injuries or other card bookings. Hopefully none of those tonight. Again, these two teams have been very, very sharp this season. DCG entered 11-1-2. Their goal differential this season, Dar, 36. Meanwhile, for the Tigers, 12-2-1, their goal differential, 28.
Yeah, and their only loss is to number one Northwest, to an Iowa team. They lost to the Lincoln Pius 1-0.
Lincoln Pius out of the Omaha area, I believe. And they're going to call a foul here, and DCG's going to have a chance to maybe threaten a little bit just inside that 30-yard line on the 40 or on the football grid. Just outside the 30, I should say.
Yeah, we've seen their foot. I mean, they can
bump
it in there, so it's just, can you get it between the black shirts and get a head or a foot on it?
Anna Mickelson set to deliver. She'll drive it into the box and would have been off frame anyway. Doesn't really get a touch, and Gardner will just take the skip into the mitts. Big hop off the artificial turf. Booted back the other direction once again by Leah Folkerts. Here come the Tigers. Clayton down the sideline. Rogers looking for a little give and go there. Doesn't quite work with Summer Schokel.
Well, Folkerts kind of stepped in there and threw it off a bit.
Little push from the back, and that'll draw the attention anytime that happens.
Kenny just a little too obvious on that. Switch the field here.
Wire up, gets that switch. Nicely done. Far side, now delivered into the box, looking for a runner, not there. Over the head boot. Settles back at midfield. Turned over, though, once again. Played to the near side. Here comes a run for DCG. Wayne plays it down the corner. Having a turn, nicely done, Kenna Knief. Knief works around one defender, centers it
nice
back.
Cut.
An opportunity on the far side. And the boot by Lane went just right. She had not wide. She has an opportunity on the far side, but her teammate just couldn't quite catch up to it for one last touch to finish.
Yeah, and Aaliyah Johnson had her marked pretty well over there. And I think she was waiting. She thought it might be on line to hit the post and get in, but she.
It's Hannah Harvey on the far side run.
That's the thing with a game of soccer. You can be so close.
Yeah, you'd think as big as the cage is, more would find the back of the net, but it's harder than it looks, folks. Looking for a switch. A little bit of miscommunication there is going to lead to another turnover. DCG a little bit on the prowl here on the Mustangs.
Valley didn't do a good job of clearing there.
Lane sends one into the box. She's looking for Chandry. Chandry's going to try and track it down, but fending her off and letting it roll out for the goal kick on the far side. Didn't quite catch a number over on the far side there. A little hard to tell with the orange numbers and the black jersey. But I think it was Lauren Geisher.
Rotich and Huckabee back in for the Tigers. I tell you what, if we get, I don't want to jinx it, but we get weather like this during the state tournament, I'll be happy as can be.
Yeah. I think teams would be too.
Yeah.
Good pace here tonight. Good weather. Breeze has died down significantly.
Yeah.
I'd take a little wind up here in the press box.
Yeah, we can feel slightly up here, but you look at the flags, and they're just laying down no breeze at all down on the field.
Got up into the low 90s today, according to my vehicle. So take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, mine always runs a little hotter that way, too.
Schokel, nice move, plays it to the middle. Tracking it down is Morrow.
He says play on. There was a little contact there.
But I think that was Isabel Lynch, and now Rotich wanted to have a run at it. She got it into the box, but then gets that chopped away. Sent back into the box. Quick flick on, far side. Great save, diving effort there. Torski comes up with it, no worse for the wear.
Really the first time on either side where the keeper had to go down, and get one.
As Caitlin Wen was trying to hunt it down, but Torski comes off her line and does dive on it. Here's Wen now. Has space. Tries to send a cross into the box. Torski takes the hop.
And she'd only given up 4 goals coming in. And, of course, gave up the one tonight. But that was one that even you probably couldn't have stopped that goal. That was perfectly
Goalkeeping is a fickle beast, yeah. I'll tell you that. You can have a near-perfect game, but one slight miscue, and that wasn't even a miscue on her part. But
well, and it's your teammates and how everybody's, set up, and Valley was set up perfectly. He got a perfect kick outside, and boom.
Get some more substitutions here. So Lauren Geisher checks back in. Check my comments earlier. It was Aaliyah Johnston tracking down the far post run.
Yeah, and Morgan Nichols back in there. Let me see if I can. And Rubino is now back on defense.
Sent back up and fighting for it is Paisley Heidgerkin. Draws a turnover. Nice play to the middle of the field. Having to go with the left and fires it in the back of the twine. Go the DCG Mustangs. Tenley Heidgerkin, the freshman. An absolute missile with the left. And we are all level at 1 apiece.
7th goal of the season for Heidgerkin. The freshman Heidgerkin.
There's a couple on this roster.
She ties her sister Paisley, the sophomore, now with 7 goals.
This was an absolute laser just inside the 18-yard box. Not many keepers going to track that one down as well. That's just a beautiful blast with the left.
And she didn't let up going into that defender, did she? She just lined the sights up and boom.
Gave herself just enough space and didn't waste it with too many more touches. She knew she had to get it off, and that left-footed kick was bound for the back of the net. Folkerts now. We have some new life in this game.
Yeah, a little more adrenaline now for the DCG.
Played back then up. Now playing ahead once again. Ball's battled for And then sent out wide. Great first touch. This is Paisley Heidgerken. She's looking out to the corner, far side. Here's another look for DCG. Having a go at it was Olivia Evers. It's blocked, and they're going to award a corner kick here, and another chance for DCG.
Second corner kick for DCG. Are they the Phillies or the Mustangs?
They are the Mustangs, according to Bound. I could be wrong. Ball sent into the box, looking for a head, and cleared away instead. Wen tracks it down, keeps it on her foot. She's going to go on a run, sends it ahead once again. Into space, It's one-on-one. Opportunity here for Frances Huckabee. Huckabee in alone. Settles, has a fire, it's blocked. Great goalkeeping.
Torski, man,
she came out. Yep. Great tandem effort there as Huckabee just could not quite settle it to her liking.
And Mickelson was back there helping her out, but Torski shut down the angle once she got in there tight.
See if we can get one more look at it as we'll get the goal kick now, but we're going to take one more glance at it. Frances Huckabee had some daylight, and Torski makes the initial save. Mickelson there as well. And crisis averted if you're DCG.
She waited till the right time and dove at the ball. A little momentum on DCG's side right now, it seems like.
Might have actually been Riley Renz that got there. I'm sorry. I think it was 18 in the program. So Riley Renz recovers nicely. And somehow that didn't go to a corner kick. Ball now played up over the top. Here's Rotich having a touch. Big collision in the box. And we're going to get a whistle on that one.
Valley.
Emerson Torski, a little slow to get up. Rotich went for the header. Torski doing what she's supposed to do and trying to make a play on that volley off the turf. Referee having a discussion with Rotich.
Yeah, the AR gave the signal of a foul and pointed back DCG's way, so he called the foul against Rotich.
Onus is on the attacker there. The goalkeeper's a bit protected, though not always. But the keeper has a right to make that play.
Yeah, as long as you're playing the ball as a keeper, you can go at their feet, you can go up in the air.
Wen trying to get around a defender, but again, shielding it nicely is Folkerts. And it'll be another foul on Valley as the foul whistles start to pick up a bit. Again, pregame, these coaches having a conversation with their teams about just kind of the tone of this game, but they're out here competing no less, Star, and it's been an entertaining one through 31 minutes of soccer.
Yeah, it has. It's been brilliantly executed by Valley, then a big shot by DCG, and
Tenley Heidgerken's outlet ahead, just a little too strong. Sophia Costello tracks it in. And then it's going to be played up ahead for the Tigers once again. A little give and go action there. Near side now. Played ahead. Schokel played it back, and nice attack and turnover created by Paisley Heidgerken. She's hounded now. Ball played out wide. Referee says advantage. Play on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the other thing to think about, too, is these girls probably play club together or against one another at some point in their careers. The club scene is tight-knit. So, you know, there's some still competitive edge in this one regardless of what coach says. Nice move, Addie Lane. Lane hands it off. Kenna Knief. Knief unable to do much with it. Now Valley creates the turnover opportunity. That was off Huckabee. Huckabee couldn't quite get to it. Instead, DCG now looking to counter back. This game living around midfield, though, right now.
Yeah, both teams a lot of speed to the ball, trying to get to that free ball quickly. You see the step in there.
Turned over, Knief. Turns it over herself. Rotich, far side now. She'll play it up ahead. Was looking for Huckabee. Instead, Renz says, nah, we're good. We'll just boot this one back forward.
Yeah, I think they've each got a read on where they're at defensively on both sides now, so it's been a little back and forth here lately.
Great turn. Looking for one on the far near side. Does not accumulate. And they're going to award a foul here.
I think a little bit of a trip there on Valley.
Just a little obstruction on Evelyn Rubino.
Valley getting ready for another line change.
Addie Lane was going to have it go down the near sideline, and she was encroached upon. Got 5 subs coming in here for Valley after this. Renz doesn't get all of it. Possession, though, will stay with DCG. Through and up ahead. Into the open space. Tigers content with just letting this run out for a goal kick.
Then they can get their subs in.
And there's the substitution whistle.
So we got Wire Up, Ella Clayton, Asplund, Easton Litt,
Rachel Lyra, number 13, Evelyn Asplund, number 14, Mia Kate Morrow, and number 20, Ella Clayton.
Final under 6 minutes now to play first half.
Tigers, Mustangs knotted up 1 apiece. Played near side. Getting through, trying to get through a wall was Morrow. Does not. And DCG with a strong counter back the other direction. Lane turns it over. Nice play to the outside. Here comes Morrow. Morrow through 2 defenders, has some space. Going to look for a little bit of a cross, takes it further in and just trying to draw the corner. She does. That'll be a Tigers corner kick. She was looking for Huckabee there and just couldn't find the lane.
Their third corner of the first half. They scored on the second one, I believe it was.
Rachel Wyrup, as you heard over the PA, will step in to take the corner. Wyrup sends it into the box. Curling, never really had a chance as it catches the near side netting.
That footed in swinger just swung in a little too much.
Tigers will drop back into their defense, and DCG will look to try and build some momentum here in the final 4:15. Long kick. Doesn't really get too far other than the foot of Costello. Costello played it forward. Here's Rotich. Nice little crossover. Plays it down the line. Into some space there for the Tigers. Tigers looking for a cross. Booted nicely away. Threat averted, but only momentarily. Tigers trying to counter back. That'll be a handball.
Yeah, getting down in those last few minutes, danger territory. You can't give up. You got to play through.
Tigers looking for a little bit of a turn. Bryn Kenworthy plays it back, but that's going to be too far for her left back and be a throw in here for DCG once again. Trying to play a line, couldn't quite get there, but have no fear.
Kept it live.
It's nicely handled by Chandry over there. Again, though, Valley creates possession of their own. Pushed off of it. Paisley Heidgerkin. Anna Mickelson there.
Yeah, she was trying to push it up and run up the sideline, and she got shoved all the way out. And the referee said, no.
The 5 on Mickelson's back looks like a 9.
Yeah.
There is no 9 on the roster. So that's your reference point there, folks. In case you're watching at home, keeping track. Here's Sophia Costello. She'll swing the left into the box, high loft. Finds a foot, bounds around the 18. Tigers get the possession back. Kicked out wide once again. Rotich. Nice little crossover. Creates some space for herself. Near side. Award the goal kick. Rotich doesn't like it, but the official says she got the last touch on it.
Yeah, she was trying to sell the corner there. And
I think she wanted one more look at a header if she could get one. It's again absolutely beautiful night of sunset over central Iowa here. You look north there, nice little thunderhead developing up there. It's anviled a bit. That's got to be up towards the Minnesota border. Nothing that threatens here, but it's always fun this time of year to keep an eye on the clouds a bit.
Well, we've been lucky with the storm staying up north about the Ames, Story City, not coming down this far.
Yeah.
The serious stuff, anyway. We've gotten some rains the last few, but no heavy winds and stuff like they've had.
Of course, the artificial grass needs no watering.
No, yeah.
Clyde Recreation Center, I think, has sprinkler systems. They do such a good job, the grounds crew up there, as Valley once again on the prowl, played out wide. Chance has a go. What a strike! Mia Kate Morrow, the sneaky snipe. This just kind of snuck up on us. She had a go at the right. It bends in nicely, and Torski couldn't get a mitt on it.
Yeah, just came right there and under a minute to play. A little bit of a long shot, but got it right up in the corner.
Again, this one just kind of unassuming as she creates the turnover here. Little give and go action. Played back out wide. Nice touch. Doesn't waste it.
Yeah. They gave her too much space, and she fired it off before they closed.
Leah Folkerts there on defense, probably wishing she would have closed that down a little bit more, but
a little quicker.
That's just an absolute howitzer from Morrow, the sophomore, and it's 2-1 Tigers.
Like I said, those late minutes, you always got to be careful.
Addie Lane goes down. Referee says nothing there. Much to the ire of the fans in red and white here on the sidelines.
Well, there's some high body contact, and she fell, but he's a little closer. Maybe he thought she
tied up her own feet there.
Yeah.
Tigers will be content taking the 2-1 lead into halftime here. Just keep possession and no threats. And there's the whistle to signal halftime. And Dar, Penny, for your thoughts.
Oh, it's played up to the billing so far. We've seen, how good that DCG can handle the ball. But one thing I've seen out of Rob Chapman's teams, Valley, they never panic. They're right back there, go right back at it, and kind of turnabout on that last goal. DCG got the big rocket through the middle, and they came right back and fired it off. So just an excellent soccer game so far here.
Well, we sit 2-1 here at Valley Stadium. We've got a 10-minute halftime. We'll be back in just a bit to talk a little bit more about it and get you ready for half number 2 between the Mustangs and Tigers.
At DeYarman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Ames, drive home a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000. Plus, get Ram's best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. DeYarmanAmes.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat & Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat & Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Free Godfather's Pizza begins with the download. Order through my new online ordering app and start earning free pizza and sides. It's easy. Download the Godfather's Pizza online ordering app today. Do it.
Run, jump, lift, swim, compete, connect, breathe. Whatever your workout, you'll find it at the Y, plus a whole lot more. Right now, you can try the Y for free. Visit any branch or online at dmymca.org. One membership, endless opportunities. Your YMCA.
At DeArmond Automotive Knoxville, right now, get a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000 and get a best-in-class 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. DeArmond Automotive Knoxville.
Welcome back into Valley Stadium here, West Des Moines, Iowa, home of the Valley Tigers, who currently have a 2-1 lead over the DCG Mustangs in this Class 3A, 2A crossover between two top 5 teams. Dar, first 40, quite entertaining.
Yeah, Valley came out first on a nice set piece, the corner. Rebound came out and a beautiful pass into Rotich, and she puts it in the net. And then later on, Tinley Highgarden just fired a rocket through the middle.
Yeah.
And then he said, be careful these last few minutes. And then they left Mia Kate Morrow open, and she fired one into the right side there. They didn't close fast enough, and just she saw it. And that is the key that separates, the good goal scorers. If you see that and you react quick, and instead of just keep dribbling, you stop and boom. And so a good matchup here. And you look at, I was looking back at it. DCG, they've beaten Johnston, they've beaten Ankeny, and they tied Dowling. So, again, they play with teams at this level, and the separation on some of it isn't a lot here. And tonight they've stayed right with Valley, too.
Well, and that'll pay off, too, come postseason, right? Yeah. You play a tough schedule, and I'm not knocking the 2A class by any means, but DCG is a borderline 3A school and in size. And so I'd argue that, when you're playing up like this, the only positive out of it is it preps you for state, and gets you ready because you're going to run into the Xaviers of the world. And
yeah, and you'd rather have this game where it's tight and back and forth with a good team than you come out and you put up 6 or 8 goals against somebody, and what do you gain out of that?
Right, exactly.
They're both rotating a lot of players in, getting a lot of experience, and a good tight matchup here.
Absolutely, and once again, both these teams getting ready for postseason. Of course, postseason play starts later this week, and these two teams won't start their action until June 2nd. DCG in Region 3, they get the winner of Perry and Carroll. Valley in Class 3A's Region 2 gets the winner of Des Moines Lincoln and Des Moines East June 2nd as well. And you look at some of those regional brackets, I'd argue Valley, you don't want to say anything's easy for a team, but certainly their road to the state tournament looks a little bit more favorable for them, and I'd argue DCG's is probably similar in that aspect. Clear Creek Amana is the other team on the buy side of things in their region, and so it'll be an interesting regional.
One thing the girls' union has always been good at is making sure that the good teams are separated from each other, so you don't have, what might be a state championship match played in the first round. They always try to, separate it out so that you have the best teams funneled in to the championship bracket when it comes down to it. And in all the sports, it seems like they've been able to do that through the years.
Absolutely. Well, getting ready for a good second half here at Valley Stadium. Once again, Tigers leading DCG 2-1. I'm John Schaefer, Dar Danielson with us. We'll get you the final 40 here from Valley Stadium next on CISN.
It's the declaration of deals at DeArmond Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Knoxville. Right now, get a new 2026 Ram 1500 Bighorn with 2.9% financing for 72 months and save up to $10,000. Lease a new 2026 Jeep Wrangler Sport for just $229 a month, or step up in a new 2026 Jeep Gladiator for only $275 a month. And families, don't miss the new 2026 Chrysler Pacifica for just $315 a month. Hurry into DeArmond Automotive Knoxville or shop DeArmondCDJR.com.
A fuel choice that even rivals can agree on? Now that's worth the hype. Cheaper, cleaner, and homegrown. Pump it up with unleaded 88.
Western lets your UTV power through the storm. The Impact V Plow and Impact Straight Blade, with the features the pros demand. Custom tailored for your UTV. And to keep your work top-notch, rely on the Tornado UTV Hopper Spreader. Now that's a job well done. Western, more jobs done faster.
Visit Truck Equipment Inc. today at truckequipmentinc.com.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore. And if your old fireplace isn't giving you everything you want, you need to come see us so we can show you Heat and Glow's industry-leading gas fireplace inserts. A Heat and Glow gas insert will convert your old wood burner into a high-efficient gas fireplace that's easy to use and will warm your house. Come see us soon and get on the schedule for this winter's installations. For the best selection of fireplaces in the state of Iowa, come see Fireplace Superstore, just west of Homeacres on Douglas Avenue.
Iowans are working hard, but high prices make it even harder to keep food on the table. Record numbers need help. Your neighbors, your friends, your community. Stopping hunger starts here.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
3, 2, action. Wilson Toyota in Ames is unlike any other car dealership in Iowa. At Wilson Toyota, we give you a financially rewarding, time-saving, and stress-free car buying experience. Earning your confidence with a value-oriented customer experience is what thousands of customers have come to understand as the Wilson experience.
She's getting better at this, making me so proud.
Wilson Toyota,
home of the Wilson experience.
At DeArmond Ford Indianola, save big on the Bronco family. Get up to $7,000 off on a new 2025 Big Bronco, or up to $6,000 off a new Bronco Sport. Own a Ford, get an extra $500 off most models. DeArmond Ford Indianola or DeArmondFord.com.
We're back here, Valley Stadium, Tigers and Mustangs. Duking it out, 2-1 game, and again, Dar, entertaining first half, couple goals for Valley, 1 goal for DCG. Both teams had threats. Couple cashed in, and really this is all you can ask for as we finish off the regular season. I just got to say, feels like soccer's flown by, though, this spring season.
It has. It seemed, well, those early games were freezing.
Yes, they were.
That way. You come out and it's cold and you're wearing, and I felt bad for our camera people, but tonight they're okay over there.
Yeah, no need for the mittens.
But
tonight,
and then you get toward the end of the season, it starts getting warm, and but yeah, it does seem like it goes fast, even though there were several games. And for some of these Seniors, soccer will be the last time they wear their school uniform. Of course, you go into softball, and those that play softball will have one more, activity. But congratulations to all the grads.
It's a big moment.
Valley had their graduation Sunday here in the stadium.
Outdoor graduation. We were the old Vets Auditorium when we had our graduation. So
we were in the warm high school gym in Janesville.
Oh, there you go.
Always in the gym, and always very warm. Seemed like.
Not that Vets Auditorium was very temperature controlled by the time I graduated, for that matter, but still back in 07 when it was still.
Yeah, my son and daughter from Urbandale, they graduated over at Drake in the
Knapp Center.
So
I don't think. Yeah, we were at Vets. Drawing a blank now. Time passes and you start to forget things.
Well, you never paid attention in high school, did you?
Never.
Not even at
no.
graduation.
I was ready to be done. Ready for the next stage of life every step of the way. Well, Valley and DCG ready for the next 40, and we've already ticked away a minute 10 without much action to really speak of as that ball's chipped inside. Here comes DCG on a threat. Through ball opportunity there. Kenna Knief gets chopped down, and Tigers are going to take it back on a little counter opportunity here. Playing it up ahead into space, but no one there to corral. So DCG says, let's try and flip the field a bit. Instead, it's going to find the head of Sabrina Rogers. Rogers' fancy footwork around midfield. Going to send it on forward for Morrow. Morrow's got some space. She's already got one tonight. Has a go. Says, why not? And shows off the left.
But into the side of the net.
It's a good look, though.
We're kind of in that in-between range where the sun not all the way down and the lights are coming on, but we kind of not quite full light here.
We're going to get a little collision there. If you need some lights in here, Dar, you can flip them on.
Oh, in the back. No, I'm more worried about out on the field. It makes it a little harder, seems
it does.
to see the numbers from up here. But
I'm with you. Ball's going to be crossed over near side. Tigers going to try and keep that possession now. This is Wire Up plays it in the box, and stepping off her line quickly is Torski. Confident move. Quells any attempt by the Tigers. Keeping that ball to her feet is Morgan Nichols. Nichols into space. Space out wide. Rogers crosses it, and that's off of frame, and again, another goal kick. Tigers coming out and putting some pedal down to the metal here and trying to push that pace a bit more.
yeah, they got Rotich, in the middle there. The last couple times waiting if they could get it to her, draw the defense over and pop it into her, their leading scorer.
Ball sent ahead. Battle for it. They're going to call a push, and it's going to be a free kick for DCG. And the Mustangs trying to push it ahead once again.
Valley getting first to the ball here.
Tigers with possession, playing it out wide for Rogers. Rogers can't quite work her way back to it.
Now, I like the strategic ball setup they've started using where they have the cones and balls on all of them. If they, they can't find the ball boys and girls, at least you have several set up across the field.
Yeah, heady. I like it. That ball's going to skip and all the way over to the far line, and that'll be a throw-in for the Tigers here. Wanting to move quickly. Instead, they'll just say, let's set things up. And it'll be a short throw-in anyway to Rotich. It was an illegal throw-in, and I think it hit the ground before being in bounds. That or it didn't get all the way behind her head.
Yeah, I think she came straight through. You didn't behind the head and over.
Back in my days covering in Bismarck, North Dakota, I did a story on a gal that was had the flip throw in her arsenal, and it's always a spectacle to see. She could launch that thing well into the box with ease.
I've seen a few kids. I used to referee a lot of younger kids soccer, and there's a few kids that could do it and do it really well.
All picked off nicely there. DCG going to keep possession, and then it's cleared away. Again, the back four for Valley, really stout. Not given much space to operate through for the Mustangs. But that one mishandled a bit. Sent across. Off the hop. Trying to clear it away. But it's not out of harm's way yet as that's tracked down by Tenley Heidgerken. She plays it ahead. And once again comes back to her feet. Again, just unable to connect. The connection there just hasn't quite been on the mark at times for the Mustangs tonight.
And some of that you got to give the shape of the defense in Valley. They just stay right where they need to be.
Such a big piece is that back structure. Out to Rogers now. Rogers has some space to work. Rotich calling for a play down the line. Instead, Rogers gets stepped into, and that's a nice stab there by Anna Mickelson, and really that created an opportunity. This is Tenley Heidgerken again. Created a turnover momentarily. Rogers now trying to work through some traffic, battles off of a couple of defenders, still keeps it at her feet. Strong play by Rogers, then just a little bit too strong of a touch. And that's going to be cleared out of bounds. So it'll be another Tigers throw in here.
Yeah, I don't think they mind clearing that up the field a bit. Get some more white shirts back there.
Nichols going to switch field here, far side. Lots of daylight out there, playing it out wide now. Here come the Tigers. Attacking. Again, those outside defenders, those outside backs have been really, really strong for DCG, not giving a lot of space. And then that's going to be cleared forward. Chandry plays that to the outside. Having a run at it now is Heidgerken. She plays it back to the middle. Nice little 1-2 touch. Heidgerken got to track it down and try and get across in. It deflects, and we will get a corner kick for DCG.
First of the second half.
Tenley Heidgerken had to do a full sprint basically from the 40-yard line of her own defensive end, and that was a 75, 80-yard sprint there for her.
But one thing, they kept pushing it through the defense and moving it up.
Mickelson is going to deliver this one. That sails high, long, and strong off the header. Batted away and then having a go. And getting a touch on it. That's a great save there by Gardner.
Yeah, Tenley Heidgerken got it, the foot on it, but.
Couple sister pairs on this DCG team, Anna Mickelson and Ava Mickelson. Ava the senior, Anna the junior. I'm assuming sisters in this one, so again, those watching at home, I apologize if they are not. Could also be cousins or unrelated.
Yeah, we don't see DCG usually unless it's at state.
And then Anna Mickelson Tenley Heidgerken and Paisley Heidgerken.
Mickelson will take the kick.
Swings it in with the right, high loft. They're going to say it drifted out of bounds and then came back in on that.
Yeah, once the ball goes over the line, the whole ball, then it's out. And that's AR. You stand right down the line and look at it.
Still do any of the assistant refereeing?
Well, I did a little bit of everything for a while, and then I got too busy doing some of this.
Yeah.
And then
enjoyed the seat more than the sprints?
Well, I didn't mind doing the younger kids in a shorter field got a little easier, but
right.
Just once my kids got older and started doing more other sports and things, it just
Yeah, and the ref's going to call a foul here. I think it's on Rotich again. She came kind of soaring through, going for that header last time there, and that's where we sit. Rogers had a cross in there, just didn't amount to much. Now here come the Tigers dealing with the bouncing ball. Rogers near side. Into space, lovely find. Morrow having a go, crosses over, goes with the right, sneaks it through the wickets for goal number 2 is Mia Kate Morrow.
Boy, she just kept with that the whole way. Some fancy footwork.
Her second of the night. You said it, Dar, fancy footwork. Stuck with it, slipped it through some defenders' wickets and then through Torski's wickets as well. One more look at it here. This is a great feed by Rogers into space. Morrow using some space and taps it through and then just lets it rip. It's one thing Coach will love to see from the players there is just not being afraid to let it go.
So goal number 6 and 7 tonight for her. And she kind of did like that step back move in basketball. She got the defender out, pulled it back with her right foot, and then fired.
3-1 Tigers lead in this 3A, 2A crossover. Tigers ranked second in Class 3A. DCG ranked third in Class 2A. It's been a fun game to watch.
Yeah, Waukee Northwest up on top in 3A, and they've had a lot of success in a lot of sports. They did well. They won the state track, didn't they, the girls, I think?
I believe so, yeah.
And
a lot of records fell this last weekend at state, too. And pristine running weekend. Holy cow.
Yeah, I remember a few years past where it rained so hard that the high jump pits were floating and stuff like that, but
it was always good for at least one storm rolling through, right?
Yeah.
Well, DCG now a little bit out of sorts, trying to find some connectivity once again. Chandry has it on the far side, sends a cross in. No one there to receive it but a black jersey of the Valley Tigers. No foul there, but a little bit of maybe a tweaked ankle there for the Tigers, and there's a dangerous play. Rotich looking for a foul call. Instead, referee says nothing. But look at Wen battle through the contact. Now she's got some space. Wen going right at the defender. Takes it to her left side, going to curl it back in. Is looking for Rotich on a cut, not there. Instead, Tigers will reset.
Really working it well here, putting the pressure on the DCG defense.
Play it out wide to Wen. Wen, nice little touch back inside. She finds her way to it, strong, and it's just going to roll a little bit out of bounds on the give and go opportunity there. DCG trying to move with some urgency now. So we get some substitutions for the Tigers.
Yeah, that was good defense by Eva Mickelson down there.
Said her name a lot this evening.
Yeah.
She's been a force on that back line for DCG tonight. Obviously, probably wishes for a little bit tighter performance, not giving up those two from the top of the 18. Short throw in. Wen tries to win it back instead. Muscling her off of it was Hannah Harvey, but Tigers retain possession. That touch just a little too strong. We'll get another goal kick here from Torski. Still no wind to really speak of out there. maybe just light breeze as the heat's kind of settled into central Iowa here.
Which is good. I planted a bunch of grass seed in my backyard, and it was not coming up. Then finally we get a couple of these warm days, and it popped out. So
there you go, mixing some morning dew with it.
Yeah.
You're all set.
Because I thought, man, is that seed bad? And then the soil must have been just too cool yet.
Yep.
We get these warm days, and boom.
25 minutes to play, give or take a handful of seconds as well.
A little too much push there, just trying to get something going.
Definitely seeing more urgency now out of DCG maybe. Ball played to the middle. And there's a foul just outside the 18. This is earned by Rotich. She wants to take it. They're going to move her over a little bit. So 20 yards out. She's going to have a go. It is direct. They're going to back them up. Nice thing about the football grid, you always got 10 yards.
Yeah, well, if you get the ball right, it's right on the 10. So, hey, we're moving back to the football goal line, and we got our 10 yards.
So Rotich is going to take this one.
Torski setting up toward the left side a little bit.
She's got her wall covering the near post. Here comes Rotich. Drives just wide. An absolute laser off the foot of Olivia Rotich, who's already got one tonight. She was looking for her second of the evening.
You might want to check that ball. It might be scuffed a little bit from that brick wall back there, the way it came in there.
May need to get her on a football field as a kicker.
Yeah, man.
She's got a leg.
Well, and that's been the key here, and especially the last two goals of Mia Kate Morrow. She's had a little lane, and she's got it off her foot quick and just fired it in.
And just like that, Tigers get possession back. It was only momentarily, though. Paisley Heidgerkin tries to tap it out, turns it over once again. Tigers just happy with a possession game here, as that's deflected off of a foot and out of bounds. Summer Schokel couldn't quite get to it. Now played down the line, near side. This is Jaden Chandry. Chandry into the box, and that'll just roll up into the arms of Gardner.
Couldn't get enough on it to get it farther across the front of the goal, and Gardner just goes down to the knee, and boom.
Big punt from Gardner and headed on. Trying to have a run at it, just unsuccessful are the Tigers, and now we're starting to get another quick whistle there as looked like Addie Lane got fouled. Got stepped on a bit as she went to bring that ball in. Again, 3-1 game. Couple of goals off the foot of Mia Kate Morrow, not just her right, but her left as well.
And DCG has had to work really hard on offense and hasn't been able to finish it here just because of the Valley defense.
The lone goal tonight for DCG coming from Tenley Heidgerkin. Just a freshman, but 7 goals on the season for her. Get another subbing.
Yeah, and they're looking up Waverly Shellrock number 2 in 2A and Norwalk number 1 in 2A. So, of course, they're quite familiar with Norwalk. Waverly Shellrock's been pretty good power in soccer here for the last several years.
Coming off her line confidently is Reagan Gardner. And that's just it. You get to state, and it's anyone's game. We've seen runs by 8 seeds. We've seen just domination by 1 seeds and anything in between. So get to the state tournament. It's anyone's game. It's a one-off right there. So
yeah, I think it was Linmar last year was kind of the surprise team that ran through to they got to the title and then they got lost in the title match. But
some really good games last year, obviously, and it seems like, again, we always tend to end up with the 8 best teams at the state tournament across all 3 classes, and if not, it's due to a great upset and a Cinderella run. So ball gets out of bounds. Tigers to throw it in. Sophia Costello. They're going to call that a push. It's got to be one fluid motion. She kind of paused at the top and floated it. Again, little details that can matter in a game.
Yeah. With the young kids, it's always remembering to keep both feet on the ground. They always,
got to keep at least a toe.
Yeah, I had to remind them over and over, and they finally get it after a while. But at this level,
and this is Costello once again. Big left from her. Headed back on by DCG. Settles at the feet of Summer Schokel. Schokel plays it down to the corner. Rogers can't get through the defender. But played forward once again. Lauren Geischer. Nice move at the top and plenty of space to work now. Down the line go the Tigers. Out wide again. That touch, though, that pass maybe just a little bit behind and not the best of touches. We're halfway through this second half. 19 minutes to play from Valley Stadium. 3-1 lead for the Tigers. It was a 2-1 game at half, and Mia Kate Morrow made it a 2-1 game, or 3-1 game, I'm sorry, here early in this second half. With a great move and a big blast from just inside the 18.
Camden Byer back in and Kenna Knief back in for Dallas Center Grimes.
That ball drift out of bounds once again. Throw in, headed on. And a good battle there down the line. And so again, that one stays in bounds. A little English on it, keeps it in play. Ella Clayton trying to get it forward, does not, but will draw another throw in here.
Where do those little gnats come from?
Yeah, they're back, Dar, with a vengeance.
Yeah.
It's the one thing I love about winter and being inside. You don't have to fight the bugs.
And then when it's cooler in the spring, the bugs aren't out yet. But, man.
They've boomed to life with our rain and weather. That ball is boomed out of bounds on the end line, so it'll be another goal kick.
Yeah, Valley just in the position now. They can just play good defense, wind the clock down.
Salt it away a bit.
And DCG, you get a
ball
run.
Up over the top. Going to get a little runner, and on they go. An opportunity here for DCG. Sent back to the middle of the field. Doesn't amount to much. I think it was Ella Starman there on a run. Could be wrong on that. Hard to see under these lights now. Sorry. That was Kenna Knief on that run. Had some speed, just closed down nicely. And unable to really get a good foot on it for a threat. Ball booted back out of bounds. Of course, CISN happy to bring you all the action across Central Iowa from the soccer season this year, and we'll be up there for the girls' state tournament. And then
hit the diamonds too.
Our attention turns to softball, baseball next week already. June 1st, I believe, is our first slated couple of games. Be sure to join us there. I think we're out at Johnston night 1. Don't know if you saw the new Johnston softball locker room that they got, but I think that went out on socials somewhere.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere on
it's
there.
It's like a clubhouse, I should say, not a locker room, a clubhouse, and pretty nifty stuff. You know, facilities get better and better, it seems, every year amongst the high schools, Dar.
Yeah, and then I was over at Northwest, and they have the automated chalker that comes out, the robot that chalks the lines in between games.
There you go.
So
who needs human error when you can have the chalker?
Yeah.
Robo chalker. Well,
a lot of softball and baseball going to the turf fields too.
Absolutely.
Here, which I don't know. I'm still a little purist. I like to see the.
Yeah, and you're seeing some injuries tied into that don't happen on dirt and clean grass. And
then the heat seems like, too, at times.
I've seen a balance where you got the infield as natural and then the outfield will be turf. I'm not against that as much.
No.
But I'm a purist with you. I like good dirt. Granted, when I was growing up playing baseball at Roosevelt, our coach decided to put down a little too much dirt over the course of the season, and for an already slow base runner, it didn't help me at all. So it was kind of like running in quicksand at times. They've since fixed that, don't worry. But
we had the one surface. I can't think of what you call it. It's not the. It's kind of the lime,
Yeah.
And because we played both softball and baseball in the same field,
Yep.
And then a lot of times we played our baseball first because they had the lights for softball.
Oh.
And you didn't need the big lights for baseball.
Right.
So you play baseball first, and then the softball came in the nightcap.
Sophia Costello down on the turf right now, needing some attention. Can we maybe head to break quickly as we're timed out here for 14:32 left in the second half? We'll step away for an injury.
Joe here with Westside Auto Pros. I know that sometimes your car can be inconsiderate and need work when you're short on cash. So here's what I'll do. When you get your car fixed at Westside Auto Pros, I'll loan you the money to pay for it. Whatever you want done, repairs, services, tires, you name it. Get your car back on the road and you won't even pay any interest for 90 days. My wife thinks I'm nuts.
No interest, Joe? Are you nuts?
Get your car fixed now and pay later only at Westside Auto Pros. You don't suppose she's right?
Well, just as Sophia Costello was getting attention, she popped right back up as we sent it to break. You have not missed much, though, 14:21. Well, just under 14:20 now in this game. And
yeah, and I didn't even see them put the magic spray on her. She just got up on her own. And
the hyper-freeze spray that they have, yeah. Wonder if it was a cramp or just got stepped on wrong, but she was able to jog off under her own power, so that's good to see. This late in the year, never want to see anyone injured, period, but especially this late in the year with
it hasn't been a terribly physical game just because both teams have kind of moved it around a little bit.
Yeah, it's got great flow to it. I appreciate how both these teams are playing. A lot of balls played to the outside and then working across back with some nice crosses into the box and just good ball movement overall. So I've been impressed by it. I've really enjoyed this game thus far. Valley certainly has struck a couple more times, but DCG's been right there with them.
Yeah, you can see the quality of DCG too. And
here's a look at it as they're going to call offsides there on the give and go. It was Kenna Knief again having a run at it, and she certainly hasn't quit on tonight's game by any means.
She's been right there, and yeah, even one more goal if it's 3-2, then it kind of gets you a little
more interesting,
momentum, and gets a little more interesting. And that's the thing about soccer too. The scoring can get in runs sometimes.
It can happen quickly, and sometimes it doesn't happen at all, Dar.
Yeah. And sometimes it's just the one perfect shot, boom, and then.
Yeah, don't blink, right?
Yeah.
Well, the Tigers with it at midfield here. Going to play it back out wide. Looking to the inside. A little give and go here. This is back to the foot of Rachel Wyrup. And then right back to Morrow. Morrow's got two. That's a great tackle. Heady tackle there from Anna Mickelson, the junior. Said her name a lot on the defensive end this evening. A few more subs. And we get a netminder substitution as well. for the Tigers. Gianna Williamson, the sophomore, checks in.
And Evelyn Rubino, she got the assist on the first goal for the Tigers.
Turn into space here. Easton Litt playing it out wide, then a long go. It's cleared back out, but not away. Now it is, and that'll get out of bounds. This will be instead they'll just keep the possession going.
Yeah.
Does Rachel Wire up. Wire up now with it, going to go down the line. Just a little too strong for Wen, as that's fired back at the media team for the Valley Tigers.
Sends them scrambling.
Everyone diving out of the way.
Well, you hear the strike and it thuds like that. You know it's coming with a little pace on the ball.
Yeah, that thud is one of warning. DCG now, Paisley Heigerkin. Looked out wide, wasn't there. Now Tigers countering once again with some offensive opportunity. Far side of the field. Played to the corner. Nice move, getting into the 18. Crossing over, just a little too strong on that touch, but keeping possession with it at the top of the 18. Ooh, that was fancy.
She went down on her hand and still kept the ball alive.
That was Frances Huckabee, and she had a few moves in there that were impressive. Just couldn't quite keep it on her foot. And again, here, after a foul whistle, here's a free kick for DCG. Played ahead. First touch will jump out of bounds. 9:45 to play in this game. 3-1 Tigers.
Ellie Starman coming back in for DCG.
Long throw off a defender's foot and out of bounds once again for another DCG throw-in. Addie Lane will play it into Knief. Knief taps it back. And now up ahead, but not quite on the mark, and Valley able to defend. Again, I've been really impressed by that back four for the Tigers.
Yeah, and you could see that DCG handles the ball pretty well, but then, like you say, when you get back toward the front of the goal there, then Valley just tightens it up and doesn't let them make that last pass to get it turn and get a good shot.
Just strong structure across all four of them, and it makes it really hard to get anything through as Schokel earned that ball back, and now the Tigers are going to try and come on an attack of their own. But once again, the outlet ahead, just a little too far out of reach. Free kick sent in. Off the volley, why not? DCG having a look and trying to find a turn and a go off the crossbar. And no other follow-up. The rebound is cleared away. The Tigers avert a crisis there. What would have made this a one-goal game with 8 minutes to play. That was another beautiful play by DCG. Knief just could not get it under the bar.
Yeah, the keeper had her hand up too, and boom, off the top of the bar. And
Tigers get away with one there. Now things have settled back down once again. And that'll be a foul called on DCG. Free kick for the Tigers. They're getting into that threatening distance once again.
Yeah, getting within range. And they handled the ball so well, even under pressure, too. That's the thing with the Tigers.
Looking for a ball on the far side. This one from long range. Looking for Wen. Wen couldn't knock it down. That will be, looks like it's going to be a Valley corner kick.
Well, I was wondering if
took a deflection.
Yeah, because the DCG girl went, ooh, and there's
one more look at the Knief opportunity. Just a great turn and fire with the left. And then Paisley Heidgerken came in there to try and get the header, and nifty little collision inside the 6, but that release by Kenna Knief had some muster behind it.
Wire up.
Going to send it into the box. It's batted around a bit. Going to be another corner on the far side this time, and Wire-Up is going to trot across the field and try and send it in from the other side. 5:45 to play in this one. Off the set piece once again. Wire-Up delivers. Lofted high, headed back across, and unable to get to it again was Wen. Quite a few corners tonight for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're actually 5 apiece for here. They got the double down there on that one. So
created opportunities.
Yeah. DCG, if they're going to do something, they need to make a push soon.
Well, here you go. Another look at it, and maybe third time's the charm for Kenna Knief. Knief working through a couple defenders, finds an outlet. This is to the foot of Olivia Evers. Evers has a go, and field goal is good, but the goal is not.
Well, she knew she had to get it off quick, but then
leaned back
she was
a little
leaning
bit.
back and got the 9-iron on it instead of the
4-iron. Needed to drive it through.
Yep.
But Knief's been right there a couple of times. She's broken through and had a good run.
Shown
at
her
it.
own footwork under pressure too. The spin around and get the ball back out, drop it back. Maybe they can clamp down here. 4 minutes to go.
Driven by Gianna Williamson. Again, sophomore goalkeeper subbed in late here. Already been called to task. Got a little help from the crossbar.
Yeah. Well, she was getting a hand up there, and I don't know if she'd have got it, but then it
made a great effort at it.
I think it came by quick enough, and then the crossbar was there, so it worked out for her anyway.
Here comes a free kick now. DCG, a bit of a threat here. Sent into the box. That'll sail. Mustangs able to track it down, but that first touch not strong enough. It'll be a throw in for the Mustangs, and 3:03 left. They're trying to move quickly. Paisley Heidgerken, the big throw. Finds a body and then scooped up by Williamson. She can eat some clock here before giving it a big boot back out to midfield. Even here's one of those moments where maybe you roll it out for one of your defenders to just possess.
Well, she heard you. She dropped it and decided.
We'll just send it to Wen.
Drop it, you get a few more seconds. And
ball played up. Heidgerken shoved off of it. Be a throw in for the Tigers. Nice defending there by Lauren Geischer. Be another Tigers throw in with 2:05 to play. Wen plays it wide. Track all the way across the field for the switch, and maybe not enough pace on it. They're not going to call a foul out there. Referee just wants to see this one to completion here. Both teams finishing with a little bit of pace to their game. Ball sent up and through. Nothing Heiger can do as Williamson just sends it back the other way. Smart play by the Valley Tigers goalkeeper to just get that going back the opposite field. Flicked on. Knief trying to track it down. Shielded nicely on the far side. Valley, again, just good prowess to keep that ball.
Keep between the...
Stay between the goal and that player, right?
Yep.
Now just a minute to play in this game.
1 minute remaining.
Onside still. Ball through. Tapped up. Williamson going to come off of her line, and she pounces on it before looked like Olivia Evers wanted a chance at it. Now it's rolled out. Here's Wen with speed. Tracked down nicely, and DCG creates a turnover off of it. 30 seconds to play from Valley Stadium. Just play it down the line here if you're the Tigers. Tries to do that.
Yeah.
Apparently everyone's reading my book. Evers stepped in on that nicely as we're now down to 15 and 14.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
There's our final whistle here. The Valley Tigers get the win 3-1 over the DCG Mustangs tonight. And what was a really entertaining game between Class 3A and 2A top 5 teams. Dar, final thoughts?
Yeah, DCG showed their talent here, but Valley took the opportunities when they saw them, and they scored on some nice plays. DCG one goal, but they saw how tough that Valley defense is, but got to be a good match for both these teams. Good, hard fought, back and forth, and it'll be good as they head toward postseason, I believe.
Great prep for regional play. That'll start for both these teams next week. June 2nd will be their first regional contest. Looking forward to that one. And be sure to join us on CISN as we kick off the softball and baseball season next week.
Yeah, check our social media for all the schedules of the games and stuff. And
should be a fun one. For Dar Danielson, I'm John Schaefer. Valley Tigers get the win over DCG 3-1 tonight from Valley Stadium in West Des Moines. We hope you have a wonderful night.